have to make a choice between professional goals and personal goals. And then it came to me, actually I don't. And so for the first year, I traveled with her. I'm not saying that everyone makes the choices that I do, but I am saying that there's lots of ways to think outside the box and see how you can convert the ands into the ors, the ors into the ands.
Has always said that you have everything these guys have. Everything. And you dare not tell me that you cannot do something that they can do. The question that you have to always ask is not can I do it, but do I want to do it? That's it. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, I get it. But don't ever sit back and be a victim and tell me that because you're a girl, you can't do what they're doing. And I think that has shaped me. That's who I am. I can never ever be a victim, no matter what happens. And I always feel that I have everything that it takes to get the job done. I don't have any shortfalls, and that's a big thanks to my dad. Big thanks to family. Crazy hours, we all keep the travel. We all live in airports and flights, right? But we have to. Again, that support system is so important. Without that, nothing is possible. Nana talked about integrity. Integrity in the workplace, integrity with the people you work with is very important. But it's also very important to be true to yourself and true to those who are living with you, your family. For example, talking about career aspirations with them. How many young girls do that? How many young girls will say, this is what I want to do, even if I get married, this is what I want to do, right? It's very important to be true to yourself. You will never be that perfect woman you've read about in the books. Accept that, face that, and move on. It's perfectly okay not to be that perfect woman. That woman doesn't exist. So make your trade-offs, make peace with your trade-offs, and then be true to yourself and to your family. I think that is what has helped me the most.
Debjani, thank you. And you bring up the whole thing about support systems. And of course, through the book, you hear about the support systems that these women, who are really smart women because they had anybody and everybody who could help rally around. So it's parents, of course, mothers-in-law, husbands. They all talk about how choosing a husband is a career decision. Choose your husband well. So this is clearly important. But you have people like Aruna Jayanti, who's not with us today, talking about how her Stanford professors did babysitting for her. Of course, we all know about domestic support and neighbors, and essentially you rally whoever and anybody who will support you and help you on this journey. So thank you for highlighting that, Debjani, and of course the role of parents, which you brought out so well. So over to Avni now as head of Starbucks. She is also one of the only ones in the book who actually had a woman boss, or 2 women bosses. So over to you, Avni.
Thanks. It's a privilege to be here. I think this is one of the 3rd or the 4th panel that we're doing with Naina. And for me, every time I come to a forum like this, I take back a lot of inspiration, meeting people and leaders who really, in some ways, mirror my values and teach me a lot. I think for me, coming from a humble family in Mumbai, the ceiling or the gender bias was really never in the picture. Both my parents were very independent, and my mom gave up her medicine because she wanted to be a wife and a mother. And, from the early days, I never remember anybody telling me dream big or, become a CEO or a doctor. I think for me, life was about who I wanted to be and writing my own destiny. And to me, my mom always told me, irrespective of whether you're a head girl at school or, whatever you achieve in life, you'll always be my daughter. And I never forget that. That's what keeps me going. I think the only pearl of wisdom I have to offer is that you've got to be brutally honest, and honest with your family as well as with your workplace. My mom's got Parkinson's, and
Hey, listen, at the end of the day, it is exactly these journeys that are so important for people to understand, that the women up there have the same issues that every one of you face every day. How do you marry responsibilities and situations at home with what you do at work? So here you have someone who's head of a vast growing business, Starbucks in India, and with all the issues at home that need to be dealt with, and they have to be dealt with. Yeah, and absolutely, you do not have to be shy to own up to what is uppermost in your mind and what it does to you emotionally. Absolutely. Yeah, sure. So we'll come back to Avni, and now we have with us a very important lady known to all of you, Jyotsna Suri, Dr. Jyotsna Suri, and this wonderful hotel chain which she runs, including the one we're in today. And Jyotsna has been an amazing leader for FICCI, almost now past the halfway mark, and we at FICCI have benefited hugely from her warmth, from her presence, and most of all, from the vision she has for what FICCI needs to be. So Jyotsna, over to you.
Thanks, Naina. I'm obviously very much at home and in comfortable company as well, because I know more than half of the people sitting here in the hall. Avni, you are absolutely superb. I understand how it feels to have an ailing parent, because my mother suffers from dementia as well. Just having her around is good enough, and we all need to brace ourselves up to the realities of life. So keep your chin up and be brave as you are already. Your mother is there. She's maybe having Parkinson's, but she's still there. And that's, I think, what you need to cherish and enjoy that much time that you have with her. Pearls of wisdom. Well, I mean, Naina did take 6 pearls out of that whole bouquet that she had. And one of them was passion. And I certainly believe that if you do not have passion for what you are doing, you are not going to be successful. You could be the most educated, the most skilled, you could be the right person to be where you are, but if you have to excel, passion plays a very vital role. And that's been part of my own life. I love what I'm doing. I'm passionate about it. You all know that I lost Lalit in a very untimely, it was very untimely, and it wasn't even in Delhi. I had 2 daughters who were pregnant. They both delivered 2 months later. it was a very difficult time for me, but I actually kept it going with one of my other pearls of wisdom, which I'm going to share with you, and that is never give in. I did not give in to the circumstances that I was put into. They were not for any reason my circumstances or created by me, but that is what it was. But I actually took that head on, and I converted that negativity into a positivity, as one of my other panelists has mentioned, to convert the negative into positive, and that's exactly what I did. It pulled me through because of the passion that I had. And the passion was that, of course, like I said, I love my work. I had a passion for life. I had a passion for my family, my children, who were all around me. I had a passion to keep this organization going, something that was set up by my husband. And, I'm quite proud to say that I've doubled the inventory in the last 8 years, which again hasn't been easy. So one more thing which I'd like to share with all of you is that please believe in yourselves. Don't ever think that you are in any way less than anyone, be it man or woman. I mean, I think we've got to get out of this thing about comparing ourselves with men. We are at par. We are all the same. You cannot consider yourself less than anybody else. And when a situation will come, you can be rest assured that you will rise to the occasion. You just have to believe in yourself, and I'm sure you will be able to achieve what you want. That leads me to another thing that another panelist of mine said, that do what you want to do. Do you really want to do it? And if that happens to be a choice that you have to take, then take it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. And if you want to do it, you can be rest assured you'll be successful. So don't give up. Convert your negative into your positive, and have supreme confidence in yourselves.
What Jyotsna doesn't say, but what I do know, is that even as the Lalit group flourished under the her late husband, the force in that company, even at that time, as head of marketing, was and strategy too, was Jyotsna. So she was very much a force in the organization, and therefore able to step in to his shoes as quickly as she did and take the Lalit group to the heights she has. So now moving on to Bharti in a whole different industry, in consulting, where Bharti sits as the senior most woman partner and amongst the seniorest partners at Pricewaterhouse. Bharti, over to you.
Thanks, Naina. So, we've been through 2 or 3 of these panels, and I'm sort of thinking, what can I say today that I haven't said before? Some of you may have been in the audience before. But I think I'll sort of like to talk about two things. One, just taking off from what Jyotsna was saying, was about self-belief. And self-belief is hard to come by if everybody around you is telling you, as a girl, don't laugh so loudly because, it doesn't look so good. Don't sit with your legs wide open because it doesn't look so good. Don't jump up and down. There are people always telling you stuff like that. It's not very easy. I was just lucky. I was, like Avni and a lot of the women on this table. I had a father who said, you can do anything you want. And I think that message was so insistent and persistent against all the other messaging which said, don't laugh so loud, don't go out in the dark, don't do this, that, and the other, that somehow that message stayed, and, your self-belief grows. So I think that's something that I think it's a blessing. It's something that you can evolve, but